A lot of people can't take drugs anymore because they get tested. People in certain industries, professional sports people. Whenever I hear about drug testing, my brain, I guess, just fucking thinks it's irrelevant whether you have drugs in your system. The testing that I think should occur is how fucking cool are you when you're on drugs? I've taken drugs down the years here and there, and one thing I can tell you for sure is that some people get better on drugs, some people get way fucking worse, and it's completely contextual on the set and setting, man, and all that shit. But it matters because if you're around people who suck at being on drugs, who are uncooler, they become less cool when they're high. It ruins your fucking high, and then you feel yourself becoming more uncool as well. So I think to some people, a lot of fucking sober cunts, they'd say that no one's cool when they're on drugs, which is fair enough. However, I think even the most kind of hardcore AA, NA person would have to agree. Some people are more annoying than others. So how would you fucking measure how cool are you when you're on drugs? And ultimately, I think the ones who really would be the coolest, who are the fucking ice coldest amongst us, are the wake and bakers, the functional drug addicts, the people taking Adderall, yeah, the people smoking weed all day long to function as a normal adult. We all know them. The people who have a fucking hippie speedball, coffee and a joint in the morning. They're popping Xannies or fucking, yeah, Adderall or Ritalin or something to just do the taxes or fucking go to their kids' dance recital, what have you. Those folks are the fucking, they're the they're the ice cold drug users because they maybe don't seem like they're having the greatest time, but they're fucking behaving as normal human beings. So I fucking, in a weird way, I applaud that behavior because sure, there could be serious long term ramifications. However, they have found a combination of drugs that aligns with their personal internal chemistry and it fucking brings the best out of them, or at least they getting shit done. And so I think that really in terms of being cool and just being able to like operate in the world and not just associate drugs with complete recreation and carefree abandon, that you got to take your hats off there in the sense that they're kind of their own personal chemists. They're running their own pharmacy operation and I don't know, maybe they've got a strong constitution and they could take fucking everything. But I think that that shit probably gets born out of recreational pursuits, but then they find a way to incorporate it into their fucking waking life. And I would be incapable of that. I feel like I'm relatively good at maintaining. However, when even when I'm partially high, the flights of fancy in my mind, the opportunity or inclination to get distracted over any type of stimuli, it's too much. And so I feel like that there is, I have to applaud that type of, I have to applaud that type of effort. However, if we're going to be talking about, the people at a party getting high with one another, I think it ultimately comes down to being cool on drugs is all about not making drugs the number one priority in respect to the hang or whatever's happening. Let's say you take some acid and you go to a college football game. Sure, your personal experience is going to be filtered through the acid. However, you can't, you're still going to a fucking college football game with thousands of other people. Yeah, you've got your own little gonzo goggles on, but that's a personal, private thing. It should enhance your experience, but you don't want to be walking around like fucking, you know, tripping other people out because your drug experience becomes the number one thing. Then it's like a self-serving nature to it. or at a fucking party where everyone's on coke and you're just talking about how good the coke is, or how good the coke you got when you went to Guatemala 2 years ago was, and how much coke do we have left, or does anyone know a guy, if this runs out we can get more. It really has the opportunity to derail everything that's going on, and the potential benefits of communal drug taking. So I feel like there has to be a I've operated in situations where I've been high, I've completely suppressed it. I've done such a good job of maintaining that I've also like prevented myself from having fun. So that's too far. There has to be like a 5% silent acknowledgement that you're on drugs. And yeah, the music sounds better. I don't know, you're more inclined to talk about weird shit or something. There has to be kind of like wink, wink, nudge, nudge, we're doing this. But then you kind of have to fucking learn the script back to front, know your lines, and then forget it, baby. You're out on the stage. Anything can happen. Just feel it. It's within it's within you. And yeah, you just gotta go with it, yeah. And let it happen. Because the drugs will do their job. You've already got them inside you. You don't need to be kind of like doing extra surveillance, or kind of like being a kind of a front seat, backseat driver, whatever the term is, when someone else has got their hands on the steering wheel. Let them fucking drive. They're going to get you wherever you're going to go. Have fun looking out the window. Don't feel like you have to constantly be addressing the person who's driving. Let the drugs drive, kids. Been telling you cunts for years. Please, someone start listening. All right. Let me know your thoughts. Catch you on the next one.